Hey, Dave here. Welcome to Selina Mind at Large Overview. This one seems a bit pricey since being a puzzler kind of indicates leaning into a more cheaper side of things. Not saying that in comparison to, for example, shooter games, it's not on the same level of development. However, some games on the store are definitely overthinking their potential. So, Selina Mind at Large is an adventure puzzle game, where, as a set protagonist, you'll go on a mind-bending adventure to help restoring a brave hero's lost memories and defend yourself from sinister Anils and her shadows. The setting is quite interesting because it borrows some elements of Shadowpoint, more specifically the perspective manipulation and transporting into different dimensions to solve some water-flowing puzzles and kind of basic crafting situations. I didn't necessarily understand the storyline at the start. Maybe it's not just explained well, even though the gameplay kind of drags on and focuses more on the visuals instead of what's going on. It's also not necessarily a polished experience for the VR users. Nothing like game breaking, but certain little details might annoy you, and introducing certain quality of life fixes will instantly upgrade the whole thing. Graphically it seems decent enough. I don't know what more is to expect. Maybe better resolution and just textures. Some are a bit blurry. But in general, I feel like I had to play a bit more to understand this concept. It's not necessarily my fault, since the devs need to focus on the intro and beginning, cause it really determines if you're even interested in that sort of stuff. For me personally, it seemed rather boring and kind of barren of features, but maybe I just had a wrong idea going into it, or my expectations are just too elevated nowadays. Let's go meet Selina.
Welcome! I see an adventurer. Are you ready to face heroes and demons, yourself and others, and everything in between? Then I have this great story that's been played for centuries, and yet it is still playing out today. Follow me and the water stream, if you like.
Not with this shaky performance.
You are brave. Ready to step into the unknown? I'll keep you safe.
We're not falling even though we were on the edge.
Once upon a time, as many stories begin, there was a girl called Selina. Like the stories of countless children throughout time, Selina didn't know what journey lay before her. She lived very happily with her parents in their warm and cozy home. The house was always full of love and joy, cheerful guests, and full of magic. Selina loved stories. so her parents gifted her a special storybook. How wonderful life is, she thought, as she snuggled up in bed to read it. But the same night, they came. The sky began to darken, and suddenly fire and smoke rained down on Selina and her home. Her parents told her to flee. She ran into the nearby forest. The only thing she took in her haste was her storybook. Sleep only came when the horrible screams from the city finally faded away.
What?
Selina's story goes on as the water flows on, and the water wheels have to turn again to revive her memories. You can build it. I've left some instructions.
That's some unnecessary dark background. We also have snap turning, which there is no smooth one because I was fiddling with the controls before. The table moves us when we want to kind of like go closer to it, so there is a forced collision per se. Am I dumb? Like, that makes a difference if you turn it. And we need to adjust the grips.
Well done! You're a natural talent. Place it in the water flow to get the water stream flowing and unlock the next chapters.
That doesn't really make sense.
Well done! Now, Selina's story is still unfolding. Whenever you're ready, climb aboard the boat. The morning after the fire rain, Selina awoke to silence. She decided she must return home, but found at its place only a great emptiness. I have to find help, she decided, and started her way when, one day, she met a girl who also fled from the shadows, Aniles. The two became instant friends. From now on, they set off together. Aniles helped Selina when she fell, and Selina was overjoyed to finally have someone to share her stories with. But then, one day, Aniles began to... No. What? No. 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 Oh no. It's happening again. Selina needs your help sooner than I thought. No time to waste. Use the power of the water to revive the lightness in her mind. Good luck. Have a wonderful adventure.
No! 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 Go away! You don't belong here! Go! Aniles, you won't get my home! And you won't have it! I'm smarter than you, and I've grown a bit, so yeah, I am taller than you, and my stones flip better than yours, stores in my house is nicer than yours. No! Go away! This is my world! No! I can't do it. Anelis is too strong. I can't stop her. She just destroys everything I love. My birthday was such a nice day, and then they came and ruined it. And they will come back again and again and burn it again and again.
The story is very shaky. I guess we're just building and piecing things together here. That's not the correct angle.
You fixed it? Thank you. Oh, you fixed it. We 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 fixed it. Oh, but Anelis and the shadows, they will come back. They always do, unless someone stops them first. Someone like a hero! You are someone? Are you a hero? If you are a hero, we shouldn't waste any more time. Have you seen the black hole? That's where Anelis is. It's tough to get there though, but I will guide you. My home is on the other side of the city. Let's head there and get Big Blue. But Anelis has turned the world upside down. Still, you can make it through.
Her model was also badly done, cause there was no eye connection, nor her lips synced to the words said. But this is something.
Thank you. This will find a nice place here with me. Nana taught me how to choose the right thread, and then she sewed my toys back together. My papa told me a story about a hero that could jump across the world using a magic gemstone and keep your eyes open. You could need some too. Off to the book over there.
Even the voiceovers are overlapping.
Follow the chain of lights and you'll find my home. You can also discover things along the way. Thoughts and memories are hidden everywhere in my world. Now, put your right hand in the book and I will attach the magic tool to your hand.
So left or right?
Great! It worked! You see the line on its arrow? That tells you where you can jump to. If it's red, it is too far. Point where you want to go, lock it in place, and then pull the world towards you. If you need help, I've drawn instructions over here. You're not only brave and beautiful, you're also very clever.
Oh, okay. There's some shadow point stuff. I wonder though, how can I choose my perspective? Well, no, it's that. It's just on one dimension, and I can just turn around.
The playground is so much fun. The swings go super high and the seesaw is really fun. The sandbox is my favorite place to play. I can build huge castles and dig really deep holes. Sometimes I find cool rocks or little treasures buried in the sand. Great! We reached my home. We can explore more memories here. Let's take a look from the inside. Oh, our water wheel. You can build it and place it. Then the door will open. I think you know how it works. I'll leave it to you.
This can be quite trippy if you choose the wrong wall to teleport to. So that's the gameplay? You're just building stuff? I suppose. That's not where I wanted to place it. What now?
My family planted a tree for each of us cousins at birth, which we had to water, and we always imagined what stories it would tell us and what it would look like when we were old, and whether we could take it with us when we went out into the big world, or just to visit friends in other cities.
It's not even connecting.
Papa, I'm home.
Am I?
Big Blue, that's my whale. He connects the canals of my thoughts. Whenever I talk to him, he helps me. He can sprinkle water, which you can guide through the canals. There are Oh no, the canal! I must have drawn it wrong. It's going up the wall. The water can't do that. You can influence the flow of the water with your magic. If you change your position, you change the gravity. Go where you want the water to go, and it will follow you.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, I got confused and placed a magic orb at the wrong place. I can't remove it, but you can. Unless we meet again at the book. Over there, next to the sofa.
Alright, I have to stop here, and it's kind of weird timing because I feel like there's gonna be many more mechanics to discover, but that's just the guideline I need to follow. I think this game lacks certain kind of polish that is more appreciated for players who are into this kind of tech. If it's with the more convenient interactions, this girl model felt rather weird, and the story itself seems kind of boring and for some reason rushed, even though we spent a long time in the intro section. Like, I don't necessarily understand what's going on. She fled her home and then what? Met with the shadows? Like, I don't necessarily get it. In terms of the graphics, it's fine. Like, there might be certain resolution problems, but I've seen worse. It's just that for this price point, I expect a highly polished experience, and this still needs some cooking. Because the mechanics in the long run might be pretty interesting, since whole gravity defying and then changing the course of actions is very shadow pointy, but it's not been done in a long time. But again, with the money I paid for it and what I've seen so far, it's kinda barren with features.